I would say weight is something that I have always struggled with. My husband on some level has as well. Things are different now than the way they were when we grew up. You know, I grew up on fried Spam and macaroni and cheese every night and drank, full-on Pepsi every meal. But things are different now. And we did not want our children to struggle with the same weight issues that we have. So my family consists of myself, my husband Daniel, our twins Smith and Addison, and they are 9, the twins are 9. Probably in 4-year-old kindergarten, Smith started putting on a little bit of weight. And I think it was his well check when he was in 3rd grade, and he was pretty far off the curve. And he had been very self-conscious about it and had been asking us for some assistance.
Last year when Smith came to see us, his weight had bumped again, his body mass index was a little bit higher. So we felt like at that point that we probably needed to go a little more in depth about what Smith may or may not need to try to keep his weight in a healthy range again. And that's when we talked about seeing a nutritionist that might help us do that.
So Smith and his mom have been working with me for about a year. They meet with me pretty consistently. We see each other about once a month using telemedicine. So the telemedicine technology has really helped us to see each other more frequently. I know his mom has said many times, if I had to drive to Charleston every month, there's no way I'd be able to see you.
Anything specialized, you have to wait months to get in. Also, it's so great that Dr. Molly is young because she has her pulse on Smith, that she can kind of rein him in a little bit.
We talked about how I can improve and stay at the same weight. They're talking about how we're setting goals. Today's goal was that we stop worrying about food because we're doing really good with food. We're starting to get on my bike more. Or getting more exercise. It was really just focused on exercise this time.
So Smith was always motivated by physical activity. He seemed to really enjoy activities like riding his bike or playing basketball or even swimming. Talking about food didn't seem to connect with him as much, but when we talked about how that food can actually help to improve his performance in physical activities, it seemed to hit home with him.
I would say the biggest change with Smith is he knows what those healthy choices are.
I'm starting to eat a lot more than my lunch at school. I would usually just eat the non-healthy things. She would usually pack me some grapes and broccoli. I would just skip those, throw them in my lunchbox, wouldn't do anything with them. But now I'm eating all of that stuff.
She's given Smith a lot of tools. And it doesn't just apply to him, it applies to everybody in our family, which has been so helpful, how it shapes all of our choices, what we're learning through the telehealth.
Family involvement is very important. So Smith, being a 9-year-old kid, he has control over his choices. He, is definitely involved in the process, but he's not the sole cook in the family. He's not the one buying all of the groceries. He is, of course, going to mimic the behavior of his mother and his father. So it's really important for his parents to be role models for not only him, but also his sister, who's gotten involved with this process as well.
She showed us how to eat, how much we should eat, and how we should keep a balanced diet.
I've learned a lot of healthy choices, a lot of healthy things I can do for the family. If it's not here, they're not going to eat it. So, and since I do all the grocery shopping, it kind of falls to me to provide them with the healthy options.
You can tell that this is really important for his mom, and that comes through in all of our visits, and you can tell that Smith observes that. When his mom is very passionate about making these behavior changes and making it work for the family, you can see that he wants to make her proud, and he wants to help and do his part in the process as well.
She buys all this stuff for me. She's been a big help.
He's a wonderful boy, and he has a fantastic personality. He's smart as a whip, and a lot of times people judge what they see on the outside before seeing what this child has to offer on the inside, and it's hurtful And I remember growing up with that. Daniel remembers growing up with that. And we don't want that for him. You know, there are a lot of things in this world that we can't fix for him, but this is something that we can work on. You know, this is something that with enough effort and energy, we can work on this and hopefully give him the tools that he needs to make the right decisions.
It's fun to help them get excited about nutrition, understand the importance of it, and take charge of their health. I think sometimes we tend to walk through this world or society and kind of neglect ourselves. And so giving them that power back and understanding why it's so important to fuel our body with nutritious foods and seeing that connection with kids when they really get it, when they say, I'm able to play at recess and run faster, and I tried out for the football team, or I made the soccer team. And to really see that joy in children is very rewarding for me.
I guess that's why Dr. Molly is so helpful, because she essentially is teaching our family and him healthier choices.